to provide applications of real value to low-income Americans and others who are adopting broadband at a lower rate. And we had just a terrific day. We had a great group of judges for this competition. Mark Andreessen, Brad Feld, Charles Best, Mayor Cory Booker, and others who took this very seriously because the need is so important to, one, increase broadband adoption, particularly among communities with lower adoption rates, and second, to encourage more government entities at the local, state, and federal level to put more public data online in searchable, machine-readable formats so that developers can turn them into apps that provide real value to real people.
Alberto Ibargüen, our president and the chairman of the FCC, Mr. Genachowski, at the National Broadband Summit about 18 months ago, we're talking about how they could advance broadband in this country, what we could do to help people understand how the broadband services could help them in everyday life. So they thought through the idea of developing a contest, and so Knight partnered with the FCC, public-private partnership, to try to see if we could spread these ideas and reach into the many communities across the country to see what apps we could get. And we're obviously very pleased with the 75 applications that we got, and obviously the winners today are just a great exemplary group of folks that demonstrate this use and demand for broadband.
It's great that the FCC is making it a priority to make technology and access to information available to everybody. That's exactly the role the government should play in a world where technology innovation is so fast. You really have to help the less privileged catch up to it, and it's really important that they're doing that.
So when I was growing up, I grew up in just north of Los Angeles, and there wasn't very, I had a car, so I didn't really rely on transit, and when I came up here to San Francisco, I relied on the BART all the time. And basically what Yak Bus does, it's a real-time transit information system. So you can text the bus stop number that you're standing at to a phone, and it'll send you back the next arrival times, or you can call it and it'll send you back the next arrival times. And it does it in both English and Spanish.
Yeah, it's called Homeless SCC, and it basically solves what I call the three-ring binder problem in both the homeless sector and other social problems, where people or agencies can't by themselves meet all of the needs of, say, a homeless family, and so they have to send out referrals to other agencies, but they lack the information because it's usually stored in out-of-date or disorganized three-ring binders. So what Homeless SCC does is it replaces that three-ring binder with a website where it has up-to-date information that agencies manage and update themselves, and gets it out in a form that's searchable, that's easily displayed on a map, and connects people that needs those services to find just the ones that most apply. It's the first time I've ever participated in something like this, so it's quite an experience. The reason I did it was I wanted to just get the idea of this app out there, and this seemed like a perfect platform to share some of the innovation we're developing on the local level with other cities, counties that are suffering this exact same three-ring binder problem.
We got involved in the Apps for Community contest after the Code for Oakland Hackathon. We all met in June of this year. We're building an application there to help the recently released people from prison find jobs. And part of that, we won top prize in there, and one of the things, one of the requirements for collecting the prize was actually fixing this thing up and actually entering into this particular contest. And after kind of seeing the contest rules, it seemed like something that would really fit into what we were trying to do.
Text to Work helps people find jobs by taking advantage of the mobile phone. So today, a lot of people, let's say you have a skill, and it was originally designed for people recently released from prison. So let's say you have a skill, but today finding a job means having access to the internet, being able to navigate a browser, and being able to read the full text online. So for some people it's really hard, and these are artificial barriers that people don't really need to deal with once they have a job. So the app starts by a person fills in a profile online with the help of a career counselor if necessary, and then when an employer submits a job that matches their profile, they automatically get a text message. Once they have the text message, they can call in and listen to a spoken description of the job, and then if they choose to apply for it, they can apply for it right over the phone. And once they apply for it, their online profile gets forwarded to the employer, and then the employer can contact them directly. So they've just applied for a job online without access to the internet, and they can do that whenever they want.
One of the things that people in the technology industry often fail to realize is that there's still a huge number of people, the majority of people are using feature phones, which is not a smartphone, it's just a regular phone, so they're using text messages. And so an app like this removes a lot of barriers to employment because it means that you can instantly get a notification, that an employer is interested in your application, and you can immediately respond. And so it levels the playing field with someone who may have more resources than you, who may be able to afford a smartphone, or may just come from basically be more financially blessed.
I think it's really important that the technology that makes so many people's lives so easy and convenient and connected today is available to everybody. And I think that the people that write these apps in their spare time are the people who can really change the world.